Hello, my lovely arty friends. Today I thought I'm going to kick up this year with something nice and easy, something I don't have to stress too much, and it's a good tester video for my new setup because I have a new mic, I have a new stand here, I'm using DJI Osmo for recording. So let's have a look, and hopefully I can also test before getting into more complex, longer video. So I am attending arts club, my local arts club, with lovely Lynne Davies, and she is a wonderful artist. She usually focuses on animals like tigers, lions mainly, jungle animals, but she also does amazing landscapes and portraits, everything. So I've been going to this club for quite a while now. I really enjoy it, and just wanted to share with you a few of the drawings I did during my lessons there. So let's start with this grumpy whale. Initially I started painting on this, which is a bit like a wallpaper, I think, and we were using PVA glue to kind of stuck things on. It has lots of amazing texture. So when I initially drew my whale on this, but unfortunately you couldn't get any decent detail on it, so I decided to tear it apart, start over on a proper watercolor paper, which is actually smooth, hot press if I'm not wrong. And I could add more textures, I could add more kind of pastels on top. So it's watercolor, ink, and some extra texture of color pencils and pastel pencils. And this is my whale. And then I decided, oh, I can actually make it into like a seaweed thing. So that ended up looking like this. And I really like it. I don't know what's about whales, but the grumpier they are, the more I enjoy painting them. It's just the textures and the scale. I could probably make another one even more exaggerated. So something to try, something to do. Right, next one is actually somewhere I've been to. This is a little greenhouse in Arundel Castle, and we went there for a nice long day stroll around the gardens with my in-laws, and I took a picture there and I just thought I really want to paint it. So there was a table with just pots and plants and a Victorian glass house, and I thought I'll paint it with lots of ink and watercolors. Then I started to put, I think, a little bit of gouache here on top, but I just thought I don't want to mess that delicate look, so I decided just to keep it as it is. So I enjoy that technique, and I would love to explore that a little bit more. So that was made with the ink, but saying ink on those two on those two pieces, it was actually like a fine liner. It wasn't pen, because I have both, but I know I can recognize this line. And the brown one I especially like using. I think I used the black one on here, and then I decided actually there's a pencil. Who knows after such a long time. But here I definitely used this fine liner, and you can get them in different thickness. It's great. It's really, really nice to do that. I went with pencil first, then I rolled it with a eraser a little bit, then put the ink, fine liner, and then erased more pencil, and just went with paint and paint and paint, so few washes down. So that's another one. what we have next. This is a weird one. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Let me just see if I can capture that in the frame. Perfect. Just learning the new setup. So again, this was watercolor. I used fine liner again. You can get really nice effects. I don't know, it's just still my illustration. I'm not that convinced. I lack some things. I need to practice more. But I don't know, I think I enjoy details and creating those different textures and color variations. So I'm going to explore these elements. And this is the kind of composition I put together. I was inspired by Italian kind of seaside with lots of little houses. And this is what came out. But I think because they're so stylistically different, it looks like a mishmash. Again, good exercise. I honestly treat those classes like not my best work, is just for me to practice and to experiment. Next one, again, I've been doing quite a lot of ink and watercolors. This is a little mushroom house, and I had this idea in my head and just thought I'm going to do it. So hopefully you can see okay. There's a little mushroom house with a little mushroom corner there for your cup of tea with a little shade, and this little Mr. Ladybird came across it. So this was painted, I think, just before or during the time when I was doing the course Make Art That Sells, about picture books for children, illustrating picture books for children, and I was in the full swing of illustration mode. And ever since I finished the course, I have to say, I feel like I'm a bit lost, because the course was so good. It felt like you had something to hold on to. Actually, I'm going to make a review of that course in a separate video, but it kind of, you had the schedule every day, you had to do something, and after the course finished, I knew in theory what I need to do in order to do portfolio and so on, and I learned so much, but still I was a bit lost and overwhelmed a bit. So I haven't still properly done any illustration work since, which is a shame, and I need to get back to it. I really just need to carve that time, schedule it, and even paint with you guys here just to feel accountable and to do my drawing and painting, because it will be shame just to leave it at this point. Ridiculous. So yeah, that's another one. Next one, we had a job to look at some painters and the work we liked, and we had to kind of recreate their work or bits that we like. And I think that was Monet, this one, if I'm not wrong. And I love the colors. I love anything seascapey. It's my weak spot. I love these colors here, how they picked up each other, the textures. Obviously, mine is just like a measly kind of attempt. You can't even stand in the shadow of the master. Don't feel like I'm trying to be like Monet, but it was a good exercise to pick up bits and bobs that we liked and just try it. The master studies are definitely a good way to learn, for sure. Okay, next one. That was just the portrait. I think we did it in a class. I'm not sure, class or after class, but it's just that looks so bad. This area, it's just hard. It looks nothing like the original image, to be honest. But yeah, lots of trial. You have to really kind of come at peace with yourself when you think you're going to try and do lots of trial and lots of error, unfortunately. So yeah, what can I say? I'm not good at portraits yet. Okay, yet. And that was another work I did in the class, and it's just a watercolor of little parrots. And it was fun. I thought I'll never do it when I saw the picture initially. So what I like about it, I like the delicate colors. I like the edges, white edges. It always gives a little bit of crispiness. What I love, and I do tend to go towards it, I notice a little variation in the color. So a little variation. It's not only pink. There is a little bit like probably accidentally happened, purple. So I definitely need to embrace that more. It gives such a depth, and really it looks great. And I've been doing similar thing with my oil or acrylic paintings, and that really enriches the whole thing. So that was one of them. Another one is a freaky one, and I really didn't enjoy this one, I have to say, really didn't. And it's the same scene I already painted in the past of Batsa Hill. That poor Batsa Hill. One day I'm going to paint it properly, because the last gouache one I made a rather nightmare here with the roads. I need to paint what I see, not what I think. And that was watercolor paper, and that was kind of like a stippling thing. So it was fun to maybe discover how beautiful some colors look like when you already create like a darker areas, shadows areas, when they really belong. And then those white or vivid or lighter colors really pop. So you have to think ahead what you're going to do with that, what you're going to do with this area or here, and see how nice that pops out. But again, that was an exercise I would not do by myself, but I was kind of made to do at the class. So this is the painting, I don't know what to call it. I think it was acrylics we did at the class. There we go. And there's one more. It is Porchester, not far from where I live, and I go for walks quite a lot. And I painted this one in oils. Oh, it still smells beautifully of linseed oils. It's very simple, very quick. And improvement from the last one is that I kind of embrace the perspective a bit more. It looks like it's depth because of those little elements. There's a variation in color a little bit because everything is very much samey color, very monotone, let's say, chromatic, the same color, blue and white and gray, but there are tiny little areas there, like a turquoise, green, so there is a little bit there. So I would love to explore more of oils. The problem is you create those little canvases and then you don't know what to do with it. There's just lots of them just being propped somewhere around the house. I do like the boards. They're nice because you can just keep them together quite easily. But if they have a thickness, honestly, it's just a bit stressful to keep them anywhere. What else I could do? I could use the canvas paper. I don't know, it's just not the same feeling. I don't feel like I'm good enough yet to paint them on the canvas, to keep them and maybe gift them or sell them, whatever. They're worthy of canvas, but it's a different experience when you paint on kind of like a canvas paper like that. It's not as nice. So I don't know, I'll see, maybe some exercises I could do on the paper. And then when I feel like it, I can paint on that. There's a massive canvas there, by the way. Oops, it's roughly size bigger than this table, actually. That is blank, and I'm just keep moving it from room to room whenever I have photo sessions here. So that is waiting for me for sure. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish here. I hope you enjoy this little video. And I would love to hear if you have any questions or any suggestions, anything at all that could liven up this channel. I'm going to post more regularly now, definitely in comparison to the last year, much more regularly. And hopefully we could do something together. We can do little paint alongs, or I have a few channels that I follow and I absolutely love just turning on videos when I do painting or drawing, and it's like being with someone else. It could be quite lonely sometimes, so it's nice to have that company and listening to someone else say stories and things. So hopefully that will be nice to do. Okay, please subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I'll be making some more videos soon. Okay, bye.